I want to make you more productive than you've ever been in your entire life. Just keep asking the question. And that alone plants the seed that starts to offer you permission to potentially eliminate something in the future. You should be doing nothing. That's when you're going to make the most money, is when you have the time and the margin and the space to really think and do nothing. I want to make you more productive than you've ever been in your entire life. And I'm going to do that by offering you advice that was given to me by a buddy, Steve Napolitano. Shout out to Steve. Really, really brilliant entrepreneur. Absolutely worth watching. Steve gave me the best advice on task management I've ever been. It was amazing. And the key to this, incidentally, is you need to make sure that your to-do list and your calendar are the same thing. So that's not the advice. That's the precursor. Your to-do list is a list of things that you have to do. Your calendar is a list of things that you're going to do. If your to-do list is not your calendar, then you have a recipe for absolute and complete total insanity, because you have all the things that you're going to do, all the things that you need to do, and they're disparate. They're different. So turn your to-do list into your calendar. And when you do that, time blocking, by the way, is one of the most important things you can do from a productivity standpoint. But once you have integrated that fully, that's step 0, let's say. Step 0, you have everything that you're going to do. You're going to start asking yourself these questions. You're going to ask yourself 3 questions in this order. Question number 1, can I eliminate this? Can I eliminate this task, this meeting, this to-do, this option, this person, you're not going to kill people, but you know what I mean. Like, do I actually have to put up with this human? In the very beginning, the answer is always going to be no. It's always, always, always going to be no. As a matter of fact, it's going to be no so often you're going to think to yourself, I need to stop asking myself this particular question. There's nothing on here I can eliminate. I'm a smart person. I put things on my calendar for a reason. No, I can't eliminate this. The more sophisticated you get as an entrepreneur, the more you realize you can eliminate things. There's just stuff you don't have to do. You don't have to do that thing. And it's shocking when it dawns on you. And this is why I like keeping the question at the forefront of your mind, because you're going to ask this over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And then one day you're going to be like, you know what? By golly, I can. I don't have to make this call anymore. I don't have to attend this meeting any longer. I don't have to put up with this person. It's a really, really phenomenal litmus test too, by the way, for the things that frustrate you. Can I eliminate this? Do me the favor, because you're going to be repelled by the concept every time you look at anything that's on your calendar and ask yourself if you can or should eliminate this. Just keep asking the question. And that alone plants the seed that starts to offer you permission to potentially eliminate something in the future. Can I eliminate this? That's number 1. Question number 2, can I automate this? Now this gets a little bit more fun. And if you're good with automation, you're more dangerous to yourself than somebody who's never touched automation before. Here's what I'd encourage you to do with automation. Before you go play with Zapier or any of the AI-driven tools, just go use Gmail's filters. What are the things that you're doing that you really shouldn't be doing, that you could absolutely automate? Now, what's frustrating is automation, generally speaking, it takes 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 hours to automate a 15-minute task. So every single day of your life, you're like, I'm just going to do the 15-minute task because I don't have the 2 hours to automate this. But the moment you allow yourself the flexibility to automate that thing, well, now I don't have to do that 15-minute task that I've done every single day for the last 3.5 years because it's automated. So as you're doing tasks, as you're doing anything, if you're looking at your calendar, if you're looking at your task list, honestly, if you're in the middle of a project, can I automate this? There's so much that we've automated. There's so many things that I've automated that other agency owners have told me, oh, that can't be automated. Client onboarding. I automated the whole damn thing, start to finish. It's amazing. It's amazing. It took 3 or 4 different SaaS products. Shout out to Talify, by the way, that really cracked the code for us. But we automated it. But start small, start simple. Gmail filters. I love Gmail filters. There's so many times where something comes in and I need to forward it to somebody, or, market is waiting on, or whatever. Like, there's just all these if this, then that routines that are automatable. Start with Gmail. And then if you really want to spend some time on something that would pay dividends, go play with Zapier. What I love about Zapier, you don't have to know how to code in order to use Zapier. It's all based off of the same concept, though. It's if this, then that. This is not a glitch. I'm interrupting the video you're watching because I want to remind you that we provide done-for-you Google Ads services. We're the #1 ranked Google Ads agency on the planet with almost $100 million in ad spend under management. If you're an entrepreneur, business owner, C-level exec, director of marketing, and you're managing your own Google Ads, I think that's a massively inefficient use of your time. As a matter of fact, in my experience, within 90 days, we're able to optimize existing campaigns to a point to where we're paying for ourselves. We move from being a cost center to a profit center. And I want to put my time and my money where my mouth is. If you're spending $10,000 a month or more in Google Ads, I want to offer you a free, no obligation action plan. A high-level member of my team, one of our strategists, will look at your account, open the hood, and do a full diagnostic and explain everything that we would recommend that you change in order to optimize your campaigns. You can take that, do it yourself. You can hand it to an internal member of your team, or in an ideal world, you can hire us. I'd love the opportunity to earn your business. Please go to sol8.com. That's SOL, the number 8.com. Request your free action plan. Until then, back to your regularly scheduled program. If this happens, then do this thing. And then when you get a little bit more advanced, it's if this, then that, except when. It lets you get tangential. That's question number 2. Can I automate this? And hopefully, with more things than you were able to eliminate, you start being able to automate. And then question number 3, can I delegate this? This is my favorite question. Now, you only delegate if you can't eliminate and you can't automate, because you don't want to give people BS work. My very strong opinion, incidentally, is if you're an entrepreneur, you should be able to eliminate, automate, or delegate every single task on your slate. If there's anything you are doing in your business that you can't delegate, you don't own a business, you own a job. And that means go hire somebody else that can do it. Go hire somebody else that can do the thing that you think you need to do. Your job is to have margin. Your job is to have space. Your job is to have excess so you can just sit around and think and build relationships and, do the entrepreneurial stuff, which, by the way, is a really hard job. You don't have to have a full calendar. You don't have to. So delegate everything. Delegate everything. And delegate it. Here's the other thing about entrepreneurs is we tend to suck at stuff. Right? Go delegate to people that are amazing at the thing that you're going to delegate. I've already talked to you about how to go hire peak performers. Hire peak performers and delegate to them. You should be doing nothing. You should be doing nothing. That's when you're going to make the most money, is when you have the time and the margin and the space to really think and do nothing. Incidentally, we do a weekly newsletter. And if you want to subscribe, you can go to slate.com/newsletter. I'm also writing a Twitter thread every single day. So go hit me up on Twitter at Kasim. And I'd love to know what your task management looks like, or what pro tips you've figured out. I learned this from a guy sitting in the green room at TNC. So maybe you have a couple of gold nuggets that are going to change my life. Hit me in the comments. Let me know. Hey, dude, pro tip, life hack. This is the best that I've ever. And it doesn't even have to be a process. Maybe you use a software. Maybe you're like, man, ever since I rolled out this product, I'd love to hear it, truly, deeply. You might find me doing another video on it. I'm just going to steal your idea with love and hopefully with attribution. That's it. Appreciate y'all. I'll see you tomorrow. "10x the profits, half the cogs." What a horrible clickbait title, by the way. But what if it were true? What if it were true? What if you could get 10 times the results and half of the costs? It is true. And I'm going to show you how. Right here, right now. First of all,